Welcome, everyone, to another weekly market report with Kristen Mason Coreas, owner of the Homes by Mason team. We are looking at data for the larger DC metro area as of Sunday, February 16th. I think it was Sunday. So, first, to start off, I was called over the weekend a few times by a few different people regarding some misinformation that seems to be floating out there about what is happening in our market. It was on several, actually, apparently media news sources. I didn't see it directly, but it was shared with me that the essentially DC market is tanking since Doge announced the layoffs, that prices had dropped in the DC area by $150,000 and that 8,000 homes were on the market for sale. So that is not the information that I see when I look at the data week after week after week. So I don't know where that information came from. And my broker also, I checked in with him, and he also is not sure where they're getting that information from. It seems to be clickbait. It seems to be wrong. So I just wanted to start there. They said 8,000 homes in the DC area. You can see right here, there's active listings in the larger DC metro area of 5,662. And that is up 20% from a year ago, but basically flat from a week ago. So, and if you've been watching me, inventory has been increasing steadily over the past year, although it still is below what it was in pre-pandemic times. So I am not seeing anything near the panic that has been announced out there in regards to the DC market. Now, I am expecting things to change. I am expecting that as a result of what is happening in the federal government, that we will have an impact, but that remains to be seen. It's not yet showing up in front of me on the front lines or in the data. So now that said, showings are down 20% from a year ago and 7% from a week ago. So that might be the first sign. If that continues, if week after week after week after week, showings are down and purchase contracts. So also purchase contracts are down 7% year over year and 6.3%. So this very well, sorry, as I said that right, might be the first signs. If those numbers continue to be down week over week and year over year, then that would be telling. That would be a shift in the trend in our market if we continue to see both showings and purchase contracts down week over week and year over year. This is the first week that I'm seeing those numbers. So let's see what happens next week. In terms of time to contract, only longer by 1 day compared to a week ago, longer by 6 days compared to a year ago, only 26 days median on the market. Things move quickly here. And new listings are down 4% year over year and 4.7% week over week. So that's the other news out there, was that everyone's listing their homes. Well, that's not true in this data. The new listing inventory is down. I do think that might increase if people leave their job, lose their job, and decide to move out of that area. We might see those listing numbers increase, but as of this past week, that's not the case. Median list price 0 and 0, flat. So that is a little bit different. We tend to see prices going up. I have for the past few weeks, I would say, probably have seen those prices flattening out. So that also, there might be some early signs here of a possible shift in the market, but not a panic, like crisis drop off a cliff. That has not happened. So we looked at active inventory already, up 20% from a year ago and basically flat from a week ago. That is your weekly market report. And if you do ever have questions about what's happening in the market, please reach out to me directly, like these folks did. Again, 2 people reached out to me and said, hey, Kristen, this is what I'm seeing. And I quickly sent them this data and my hyperlocal data that I share on Mondays. And I said, this is what I'm seeing. I'm not seeing that. And that did help them come off the ledge. And I'm happy to do that for you too. Happy to share with you the numbers that I have from my front line, from my standpoint and viewpoint here, sitting in Falls Church in Northern Virginia with my hands on the data. So reach out anytime. 571-210-1866 is where you can call me or text me. You can email me at kristen@homesbymason.com. And down at the bottom of the email, you can get on my calendar if you want to schedule an appointment with me. So thanks for watching. Have a great weekend. See you next week.